what's up, everybody? Mike Schomer, North Wright County Today, founder, publisher, former Ink Stain Wretch. Instead of from the Selfie Company Studios, the friendly confines of Selfie Company, we're down in the basement of the humble abode here in historic downtown Albertville. So happy to do that today as we have a fun guest here in a little bit. Mr. Joe Osowski joins us to run down all things STMA High School Choir, and of course they have some really fun stuff coming, not only during this holiday season, but throughout the rest of the school year. So that's just coming up in a bit. Thanks for joining the podcast today. It is early December. We are in the heart of holiday season, in the heart of football, college football playoff season. We're in the final stretches of the NFL season, holiday shopping season, Santa's all over town season. It's a fun time in Minnesota, and of course here in the North Wright County area. To kick it off, we'll talk a little bit about that jolly old elf himself. We've got Santa appearances all over the North Wright County Today area. So I noticed that I'm starting to look more and more like Santa these days, but not me. That actual big guy himself, and for the kids, some of his helpers will be all over. Check the website. We've got quite a few of those listed. If you missed the holiday lighting in Winterfest, don't worry. There's plenty of opportunities coming up. I know Big Boar and some of the restaurants have them on hand. Cabela's, Fleet Farm, a lot of them coming up this Friday and Saturday. So check that story out for that information. Hey, wanted to let you know, North Wright County Today, the podcast, and Mr. O. Today, our special guests are brought to you by Stellus Health. And they're conducting a survey right now of the community so they can treat you better. Stellus Health with locations in Buffalo and Monticello. Of course, they used to have the Albertville St. Michael Clinic, but have rolled things back to that Buffalo and Monticello area, so they're just a short 15-minute drive away. But all the services for you, from prenatal to postpartum for moms. They've got, of course, general physicians for you. Same-day appointments if you're feeling a little sick. I know there's a lot of crud going around. But take that survey. The QR code is on any of our articles on the website. Just click the website. Go to any article, and that QR code is there. Use your phone, take the survey. I took it. Takes maybe 5-10 minutes tops. And give them some feedback so your neighbors can help their neighbors, because that's what Stellus Health does. It's neighbors caring for neighbors. So you can also check it out at stellushealth.com. We are also brought to you by Deerwood Bank, and my buddy Nick will be back with me soon. He's celebrating the return of his daughter from London. We've talked a lot about that, but Deerwood Bank has some fun holiday stuff going on. Nick made his treacherous voyage up into the ledges and rafters of the bank there, so it's all decorated up for the holidays. So hop on over, check them out. Of course, go on Fridays when they got the popcorn. But Deerwood Bank, if you're a business looking for a little more capital to work with, or if you're looking for somewhere to do personal banking, you want to start your kid on their financial voyage with the STMA Knights card, you can do that all right there at Deerwood Bank. And check them out online, of course, deerwoodbank.com. And one more sponsor before we hop into a couple more things. We're going to talk a little bit about Solutions Counseling and my friends Craig and Caleb over there off Highway 241 in St. Michael. Solutions Counseling, getcounseling.org. You can make appointments there. You can do virtual telehealth appointments. If your jam is going into the office and sitting on the couch the way you see in the cartoons and in the movies, they got that too. But they're helping everybody these days. They say probably about 2/3 of our population here in the STMA Hanover Otsego area has sought solutions for mental health, and we believe mental health is just as important as your physical health. So check them out at getcounseling.org. So, holiday season, we've got, like I said, a lot going on, and a lot of that revolves around our STMA High School. And if you're in the Monticello community, Monticello High School as well, Buffalo High School, just some really fun performances for the holidays. And of course, these caroling groups and stuff from the high schools get out. You might have seen the STMA High School group at with Mr. O at Winterfest, and they were able to celebrate that with the community, and we appreciate that. I think what's really cool in talking to Mr. O is the passion that not only he brings, but I think it's a bit infectious, and he brings it to the entire group. Um, all the different levels of choir. He'll talk about, how we've gone from 50 to more than 350 kids involved in our various choir groups. And they all do such a wonderful job, and very, everybody has talent at different levels, but you put that talent together and you create something special. I think that goes for a basketball team or a football team or a choir or a play performance. Everybody brings something different to the table, and if they're enjoying what they do, you can tell, and you can tell that these kids enjoy what they do. And what's awesome is they're all parts of our community. So with that said, without any further ado, here's Mr. O. And thank you again for tuning in to the North Wright County Today podcast. And thank you again for all the support from our sponsors, Peggy Shum Accounting. You can check her out online. And of course, the Selfie Company, along with the sponsors we talked about earlier. So,
There he is.
hey, can you hear me okay?
How you doing?
Doing okay. Doing okay. How are you?
Not too bad. We just got done with our eighth grade choir festival, so we had 168th graders running around. So
Oh
what's
my
not to love?
gosh.
Good for the soul, heart on the hairline.
Absolutely. Well, this is a busy time of year for you, so I really do appreciate you joining me. This is
Yeah,
this
no
is
worries.
cool. This is
Yeah,
cool. So, for those that don't know, this is Mr. O, Mr. Osowski. You can see his name on there. But yeah, welcome to the North Wright County Today podcast, and it's super cool. I know, like when we got this thing rolling, I think I reached out to you and I said, someday we're gonna have you on, and I figured, hey man, it's the holiday season, let's do it.
I appreciate
So,
it. Yeah, looking forward to it. This has been a treat. I'm looking forward to it a lot.
so you're a North Dakota State guy
Yep.
from my old stomping grounds. How did you go from Fargo to St. Michael Abbeville?
Sure, that's a great question. Got my degrees from North Dakota State, and my first teaching job offer was actually in Fargo at Oak Grove High School, very
Yes,
small school. But they gave me the contract. This is a true story. I don't know if I should tell this, but it's okay. I'm going to tell anyways. And they offered me the full-time high school choir director position at
sure.
$18,000.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, is there a secondary contract? They said, no, this is it. We're excited to have you on. And I just couldn't do it. So I moved to Worthington, Minnesota. That was my first job
Okay.
out of college. I taught 3 years down there. And again, I got 30,000. So I thought, man, I made it. I'm rich. I know it's, I'm wealthy, and then I saw what that first check was, and took every other job in Worthington. I was the church choir director. I had the community choir. I was the boys hockey coach, the prom advisor, color guard. I did it all just because I needed to have some income. But I taught there for 3 years, and then I moved to the Twin Cities. Taught at Anoka High School for 3 years, and then
Okay.
got the position out here. This is year 14, so yeah, I'm in year 20 this year already, which is crazy.
That's fantastic. Yeah, Worthington also one of my old, areas. I grew up
Oh,
in Sioux Falls, so we had Worthington folks. They'd come to the mall,
oh yeah,
back
that
in the
no, that was
day.
going to the big city. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, So were you a choir kid growing up?
I wasn't until middle school. I was always a hockey guy. Growing up in
Okay.
Moorhead, you play hockey. That's what you do.
Yeah.
And I got detention in middle school. This is a true story as well. And I got detention for saying a bad word in the locker room, and the teacher heard me. So I was serving detention. And the way the junior high is set up at the old Moorhead Junior High was the choir room was right across from the gym, right? The locker room.
Absolutely. Yes.
And so I was sitting outside doing my outside detention before their morning choir. And all these kids are walking in, and the teacher came over. Her name's Charmo. Um, she goes, "Hey, why aren't you in choir?" And I said, "Well, I don't sing. I play hockey." I don't, she, no, it's not, I'm a singer. And she goes, "Well, what are you doing out here?" And I said, "Oh, I got detention." I said something I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And she said, "Well, what if I can get you out of detention? Will you sign up for choir?" And, and I said, "Well, I'll never do a solo." She goes, "I didn't ask you to.
Right.
You do it or not?" And I said, "Sure." And in a year, true story, she had me dancing in a bow tie. And just amazing lady,
And for those that don't know that area, Mrs. Mo is a legend. I mean,
legend.
just legend up there.
Yep. And
So
she's retiring this year. She's actually Dr. Mo now. And
that's
she's one of the
fantastic.
associate directors of choral activities at North Dakota State. So she was my last teacher in choir as well, which is really a pretty special thing. She retires this year. We're going to go do a concert together in the spring. So
That's so cool.
yeah,
That's
pretty
so
special lady for
cool.
me.
Yeah, I mean, working in magazines up there, I did a few things with fine arts and things like that. Was that, I mean, growing up in that community, was that, did that just foster it for you, from middle school on? I mean, Fargo-Moorhead is, if nothing else, it's just a hub for everything.
Yeah, honestly, it was always kind of a side thing until about my junior year in high school. I was really involved with sports. I was a football and hockey guy, a very
Yeah.
bad baseball player. My dad wanted me to be a good baseball player, but because he was, I was very slow. I could turn a double into a single faster than anybody. No arm, could catch though. So I played catcher and first base.
There you go.
But I had really good choir teachers. So Charmo, and then I went to Dilworth, Linden, and Felton after that. What just where the
Absolutely.
bus routes were. So Shelly Zietz was my high school director, and she found me a chance to do voice lessons. And
Okay.
and from there, got some opportunities. I made all state choir, and I got to be honest, that was the first time I was in a choir where everybody was good, everybody tried, and it was like this lightning bolt moment. I'm like, I have to have music in my life, and honestly, that was it. So that was my junior year in high school, and
Yeah.
then I sang at Concordia College post secondary, and just got hooked. Yeah, and that's been it.
So, how has that experience for you helped you relate to the high school kids you deal with each and every day?
Yeah, absolutely. So, and it's 360 of them each day. So it's, like I made the same joke, but it's still kind of good. It's good for the soul, heart, and the hairline.
Right.
My colleagues joke that I'm fluent and dumb. And I would think that's true because I was that kid. I was a kind of a kid on the fringes. Choir was always a thing I did, but it wasn't something I was completely invested in. I thought I was a very average athlete that thought he was better than he was. And I just I connect to those kids. I think those kids on the fringes that are like, this is a thing that, I'm going to try, or I'm just figuring things out at that high school age. Those are the people I really connect with. And I think the older I get and the more I teach, I really work on those kids on the fringes, because I think the kids that are really, really invested in choir are going to be there no matter who's in front of the room.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And we have incredible kids. I mean, an amazing, amazing choral program. But yeah, I think that's my secret sauce. When people come and they ask, how did you do this? How did you make this incredible program at STMA? Well, great kids, but I really care about them. I care about all my kids, even the kids that maybe struggle in other classes. That this is their home, and that feels really, really good. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So holiday season now, what do you guys, I mean, you could list probably 17 different things you've got
Yep.
going on, but what are the big things we got going on? Keeping in mind that this will probably be posted after Winterfest. I know you guys are there,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
where else can we catch you?
Sure. So the big one coming up is going to be Monday, December 15th. So
Okay.
that's our holiday concert. That's the 56th annual STMA High School Choral Concert. The theme this year is Rejoice and Sing. We just thought we wanted to keep it just simple. It's celebrate together and have a great time. So you're going to get to hear all of the choir kids. We have our alumni come back. So there'll be over 400 people on stage performing. Um,
Nice.
we have a professional orchestra that we've hired this year. So it's basically like your St. Olaf Choir concert or Concordia College or Gustavus Luther, all of those colleges, very much in the same vein. And in some ways, I'd like to, throw a little shade at my friends who lead those groups. We do it better in a lot of ways. I'm not gonna, I'm competitive, but it's really a remarkable show. Tickets went on sale today, actually, as we're recording this. So what is that, December 4th? And I think we've sold 800, 900 tickets in the first day. So it's a
Wow.
hot item, and actually, this is true. On Facebook, on the bulletin board, which is always good for so many things. There were people that were scalping the choir concert tickets one year.
Oh no.
Yeah, and they're $3. And so if anyone's listening to this and needs a ticket, message me at the school. Don't pay $25 for a high school choir concert. It's
Right.
good,
Yeah,
but I
please
mean,
don't.
I just think it's the
Unless the
dumbest
money's
thing.
coming back to your program or
It's,
something,
no, it's not at all. Yeah, yeah,
I
they're getting rich off of me. At least go take me out or something.
Right.
But no, so but yeah, that's our big one. That's at 7 o'clock on the 15th at the high school, the Performing Arts Center, and it'll be full. I mean, it's always a sold out show.
Right.
Otherwise, we carol around the community. We're always looking for opportunities to carol. So if people would like us to come to their business or a holiday party, things like that. I'm also the choir director at Central Lutheran Church in downtown Minneapolis,
Okay.
and so we got a lot of stuff getting ready for that too. And we can say that one for Christmas, not the holiday, But
Right on.
yeah, so just they keep me busy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What if I'm a high school freshman and I'm looking at choir, what are
Yeah.
the opportunities that because you've made it a pretty diverse offering now beyond, beyond just like, hey, you're with these 60 kids, hop up there.
Yep.
I
Yep.
mean,
Yep.
there's
So
different ways to really portray your talent
yeah,
or
yeah. So
not talent if they're
yeah,
like
no.
you.
Plenty of no. We have very bad singers in our program too, and that's okay. It gives me something to do. If you're good already, there's less to do.
Right.
But no, and we just had our eighth grade festival, which we were talking about. So we, sold them on the spiel. A ninth grader is going to come in and they're going to be in one of two choirs. We either have our troubadour choir, which is all the tenors and basses. That's the group I'm with. Smells and bells, first hour. And we have a blast. We work on things like learning how to sing. We do our football picks. We work on, hygiene. Deodorant is important. And then if you're a soprano or alto, you go sing with my colleague, Miss Armstrong. And that group ranges anywhere from 80 to 120 kids in the room. So it's cheek to cheek in the room. But amazing stuff. We do some stuff together in the auditorium just because we can't fit everybody in one room together.
Right.
And then from there, we have 5 other choirs varying from, kind of your come one, come all, just come and sing, no experience necessary, to touring choirs that have sang at Carnegie Hall, have sang in Los Angeles, Hawaii, San Diego, Florida. I mean, we've gone all over the country with our choirs. The notoriety has really been quite remarkable from the work of these kids. So
Yeah, that's just awesome.
something for everybody.
One of the things my other gig is, of course, communication specialist for ISD 728,
Okay, right, right.
and we were able to host the district show in Rogers last year. It was music and
Yeah,
band, choir and band.
it's
I
huge.
love I love the collaboration. You know what I mean? I feel like, you see it at different levels with different levels of teaching, but with choir and band and music bringing in teachers like you mentioned, professors from Luther
Yeah.
or Gustavus Adolphus or whatever, to have that opportunity to collaborate with those people and get feedback from those people, that's got to be a cool experience for you.
It's one of the best parts of my job, honestly. Being that I've been in this now almost 20 years, it's you get to know people around the community, not only, regionally, but nationally and internationally. And 7 years ago, we started a concert series here where we bring in guest artists from all over the world. And it actually
Yeah.
started with a group from England called Voce 8. And that first
Yes.
time we did the concert, we had 2,000 people come. We were at the Catholic church in town. And so kind of the beauty of St. Michael in this part of the state is we're outstate, or greater Minnesota. Let me get that right. Just for my friends out here in greater Minnesota. But, we're only 30 minutes from downtown, 45 minutes at most, depending on traffic. So we were able to bring in people maybe that have a concert at the Ordway or the Minnesota Orchestra, Orchestra Hall, but they're looking for another night. So we get, just the cream of the crop that come out here, and then they get to sing and work shoulder to shoulder with our kids. One of the things I love about those events is not only hosting them, but we have other schools come take part in this, Elk River, local schools, Rogers, Buffalo, all
Hmm.
the way out to, we've had schools from Fargo, North Dakota come down, Iowa, Sioux Falls, just to come be part of our day. And that's really humbling. You get to provide an amazing experience that might make choir a part of that student's life forever.
Yeah. And just
Yeah.
the passion that other people bring too. It's fun to see.
Yeah. Oh, it's the
Yeah,
best. Yeah,
that's
and
cool.
they're so good at it too. We've had the world class people, and I take all the credit. Even though they're just making our kids sound incredible, but it's really a remarkable experience. And at teachers get this, but we could say the same thing as somebody else, and it'll land differently if it's from somebody different. So yeah, we just try to get a lot of people in and give a lot of experiences. That's going to just amplify the experience at STMA.
Um, when you get to kind of sit back and watch instead of being in front, say it's, the spring musical or something
Yeah.
like that to see the talent. Is this area as good as it seems?
Yeah, I mean, I'm biased, obviously, but I think it comes back to just being a sports guy. I'm really competitive. If we're not winning, I'm a little frustrated. You know, I think what's so cool about this area is we have amazing families and kids that are blue collar. They work really hard, and they have some means. So just that combined with the passion for excellence, and they love what they do here.
Right.
Our kids are so driven, whether it's academics, arts, athletics, whatever that is. We just see an urgency for excellence. And yeah, I always want to push and just see where the ceiling is, you know,
Yeah.
and that's fun. And the kids get into it. We'll have guests come in because they want to know what's the secret sauce. And I think we just really care about our kids, and we
Yeah.
we push them. Let's figure out what that ceiling is. And it's never malicious. It's always, we want them to be the best version of themselves. And that comes
Sure.
from the top down, whether it's Anne-Marie Fuqua, John Reeves, the AD, Keith Cornell. I mean, that's the mission here at STMA, and it's a very clear mission. So
And that support for arts too is
yeah.
huge, right? I mean, other districts don't have that.
No, and it was definitely a growing program when I came here. We had about 50 kids in choir and 6 boys, and they were great, but they weren't the kids you wanted to start with, you know. So I combed the rooms. I went to every game. I ate lunch with the kids, and now we're at 360 kids. So yeah, I put in the work, but it's I don't know. It's just a place where you really get to help people.
Yeah.
So it feels good.
What's next? What's for the rest of the year? I mean, what do you guys got?
Yeah, we got some cool stuff coming up. So we're going to be singing with a professional choir in the Twin Cities called Cantus. And then Iowa State University is coming up. Jim Rohde, who actually he was at the University of North Dakota. It's this other tech school in North Dakota. It's very inferior to North Dakota State, just to be clear.
Yeah, and
With a
just
really
the
nice hockey
ugliest
rink.
shade of green.
Yeah, yeah. It's a weird, yeah. They were originally the Flicker Tails. That's how we'll go into it. That's another podcast. But no, so we're going to be doing a concert with them and one of the best college choirs in the country, Iowa State Singers, and Cantus, one of two full-time professional choirs in the country. We're going to be doing that concert with our concert choir in February down at Central Lutheran. And then our treble choir is going to be bringing up the Minnesota Valley Women's Choir. And this would be an event if you're interested at all to come check out. We're bringing up this lady. Her name is Judy Sagan. She was the choir director at Eastview High School for many, many years, and just a
Okay.
spitfire, just more energy and personality than you could possibly imagine. So that's going to be our treble festival, and that's in early March. Our two choirs will be touring in the spring. Both are going up northwest, actually doing concerts in Fargo-Moorhead, which will be kind
Nice.
of fun. Yep, that'll be in
Nice.
April.
Go home and
Yeah, so see some friends, see some family, and then
yeah.
we close out our year in on May. What is it? May 27th. We have our pops concert. So again, very average choreography, pop song arrangements, an average house band where I play keyboard, and it'll be sold out. It's just a riot. Kids are doing pop songs, and it's a hoot. So
It's a tradition now, isn't it? I mean,
it's
the Pops
huge.
concert
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
I mean, not just parents, but friends of parents and the
Everybody.
community. Yeah, you come and check that out. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and
well,
it's a show, man. We're doing everything from Thriller to we have fog machines in there. One time it looked like a Jimi Hendrix concert because we let him run too long, and it was just purple haze, man. So but we don't do that. That's public school. We behave, But
Absolutely.
man, I walked in and I thought the alarms were gonna go off. It was bad. So we have a great time, and the kids, and you get kids too, like especially the linemen from the football team who are in choir, like to dance in the front. And these guys don't know how to move very well. You think Mr. Essler would do a better job here coaching with the line, but man, these guys love to dance, and just it's a lot of man moving.
I blame the offensive coordinator, I think. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, there we go. It's definitely Keith, 100%. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's awesome. Oh, that's
that's good stuff.
good.
So when you see a show and who kind of well, I'll throw this out there. Best concert you've seen lately. And like surprised you just vocally, you were like, dang, man.
My wife is gonna love this when she hears this, but it was Beyonce. So
Okay.
yeah, and I grew up in a generation where it was country music and Western. Those were two different styles. And then it was like early rap, so like Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre.
Oh, sure.
So this kids won't get this reference, but I would burn CDs.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and I would have the most random playlist. It would be like a choir song to Garth Brooks to Dr. Dre, and it'd all be bumping in my crappy truck in high school. That was
for
literally
sure.
it. But it was Beyonce, and so my wife is a huge Beyonce fan, and she's okay. Yeah, it's not my favorite, but we got tickets in the front row in the back section because I'm on a budget teacher. And we went, and she cried through most of the concert because it was so amazing. But the spectacle of it, just the sheer number of people and the production value, I would say that was probably the best one.
Okay.
I did also go to the Ledge in St. Cloud. We
Okay.
did get to go see Josh Turner and Tracy Lawrence. See, that's more my vibe.
There you
Actually,
go.
I went with Keith Cornell, and we had a blast. And yeah, so I would probably say those are the top two right now. I do so much choral music with my job that I don't listen to a ton of it. I love it, but it's just you got to have balance, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
try not to listen as much, but
I tell you what, we went to Mumford and Sons a few weeks ago,
oh,
I guess a
sweet.
couple of months ago now, and just was like his vocal range is
Yeah,
just crazy good. So
yeah.
good. And they play with such passion. Like
Oh, yeah.
I feel like their fingers must bleed every night because they
And I
play
don't know how
so
they do
hard.
it because it's every night. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
we went to the Farm Aid concert this fall too. That
Yes,
was at Huntington
fantastic.
Bank. That
Yeah.
was outstanding. Yeah, that was
Yep.
really cool too. So that's
Fantastic.
about it though. Again, we attend some, but it's more for work. My wife is in choral music as well. She's the director of education for the National Lutheran Choir, and
Oh,
so we
cool.
do a lot of music at our house. So
Coolest place you've performed with your choir.
Carnegie Hall.
Yeah, I mean, how do you top that?
Yeah, that was really cool. So we did a premiere of a piece by a composer named Eric Whitaker. And we did the Midwest premiere of that, and really impactful, powerful piece. And he ended up doing the New York premiere and asked if we would come out and be the centerpiece choir for that. So, I mean, that was pretty cool. We also got to perform on the USS Midway one year in San Diego on the flight deck of the
Wow,
aircraft carrier. That
that's
was pretty
cool.
cool, because you're
Yeah,
up, 60 feet in the air and you're on
probably
the flight deck.
probably not as good acoustically, but
Not as much. You don't get a lot back. And it was funny too because it was winter and all these white kids, so we all burned our heads. Yeah, everyone was
yeah,
just basically white. But we had a blast. So those are probably the top two. But again, I think the experiences of just seeing the kids light up is really fun. We've done a couple concerts at the Basilica downtown Minneapolis, and getting them to be in an acoustic like that, where the sound just
yeah,
goes around, or Orchestra Hall. We have an opportunity coming up in February. This is hot news here, hot take. But we're going to be
cool.
singing at Orchestra Hall in October next
Oh,
fall, and
nice,
that's
nice.
we've done that once here, and that's really a pretty special spot to sing.
We
So
did the the caroling prior to the midnight mass
oh yeah,
at Basilica, and I was super impressed.
yeah.
I mean the sound in there is just crazy good,
eight
no
second
matter where
reverb.
you're sitting.
No, yeah, everything, and it just goes. It's so cool to sing something loud and stop and watch the kids hear it go, and then
Yeah,
watch their faces. That's those teacher moments just are the best.
yeah, fantastic. Thanks so much, man. I
Yeah, this
appreciate
was
it. We'll
awesome.
we'll keep plugging you and don't be a stranger. Bug me and let me know what you got going.
That's right. Also, go Bison. We got playoffs coming up, round two here. We're gonna go
Absolutely,
for
buddy.
championship number. What is it, 16?
I lost count.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just got to get more rings. Hey, it's great to see you.
All I know is it'll be back to back, and last year was the most fun being the underdog and coming through and winning it and
Wasn't it
blowing their
great?
doors off. So yeah,
Yeah, it's the best. So
fantastic. So
awesome, Mike.
all right, buddy. Thanks.
Yeah, take care.
You too. Bye
Yeah, bye
bye.
bye.